The name of today's video is Lending Legitimacy. The idea is that when we have a message, any of us, for the world that we want to get across, and we want to be believed, well, the idea is that if someone else has legitimacy in people's eyes, then they will lend that legitimacy to us so that that legitimacy will legitimize our message. I heard this recently, spoken by somebody, so I thought I would speak on it. So, many people in life will attempt to leverage other people's legitimacy for their own message or their own agenda. And it's not always a bad thing. Sometimes it's wise to do, because influence is the true measure of leadership, and influence is, well, that's how you affect people and change people's minds and get people to do what you want them to do, etc., etc., etc. Most people, anybody with an agenda of any kind, good or bad, is after influence. But in my videos, and really, you, me, all of us, we should all be looking to the only true and inerrant source of legitimacy in the world. And that's God Himself, who gives things or messages or legitimacy via the Spirit of truth. That should be where we are judging anything as being legitimate from, by listening to Him. It is often effective to gain legitimacy from some human organization or some other person, and it often works, but that legitimacy does not guarantee truth or accuracy or effectiveness. It just guarantees influence. It doesn't guarantee that the message that you're hearing is true, is accurate, is right, is what people need to hear, etc. All it does is increase your influence. So we know that that is valuable and it's wise to do. However, in our case, and in my case, and should be in all of our case, when we're attempting to influence others, and when we're listening to anybody else to judge whether or not it's true or something we need to do, our true and ultimate source of legitimacy should be the Spirit of truth, i.e. God Himself, i.e. Jesus Himself. So it's so easy for human beings to simply believe what they believe due to the message being legitimized by others, people or organizations who already have influence in the world. That is an easy thing to do, and it's been going on since humankind has existed. But it's not entirely accurate, right? And it's not entirely beneficial, because they could be leading us completely astray, even though they're highly influential. And we also don't want to do that to others. We don't want to lead people astray. I don't want to lead you or anybody astray on this channel simply by our own influence or by borrowing other people's influence, them lending us their legitimacy, right? No, we want to do what people really need and get them to what they really need and teach them what they really need. And that's what I'm attempting to do on this channel. And the only way to do that perfectly, accurately, all the time, is to trust in the Spirit of truth. So I say to you, the intelligent viewer, Trust the Spirit of truth and listen to Him for legitimacy on my channel, on somebody else's channel, on the news, in the world, with your friends, with your family, with any message you hear from any source, anywhere, anytime. Spiritual, physical, verbal, written, digital, anywhere, anytime. YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, CBN, Fox News, MSNBC, Sky News Australia, Epoch Times, whatever. Liberal, conservative, it doesn't matter. Whatever you're listening to, anywhere, anytime, in any church, in any organization, in any non-religious organization, anybody, anytime, anywhere, throughout all of time and eternity, to know what is true and what ought to be listened to and adopted as a true belief, as something of value for you or for others, you have to listen inside, in your spirit, in your heart, in your mind, to the Spirit of truth. Because that, He is where legitimacy ultimately and finally and authoritatively comes from. Thank you, and have a nice day.